Hey everyone, welcome to the channel, welcome to Radko Tarot. It's Rad, and in this whole video we're going to look into Aries Sun, Moon, and as well Aries Rising weekly general tarot reading April. Oh my god, why I do always say March. April 19th up until April 25th, 2021. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or if you do want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below, and there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. And as well, as you may know already, guys, my Facebook page have been, I don't know how to call it even, well, I will say it that way, it was a compromise. So down into the description, you're going to find a link to my new Facebook page. If you want to support me, follow it and like it. That will mean the world to me. So with that being said, moving to the weekly tarot reading for Aries, the first card you do have, that is going to be the Lovers. Second card of your spread, Aries, that will be Judgment. Then the third one we do have the Four of Wands, followed by the fourth one, which stand as the Three of Wands. And the last card of your spread, that will be the Five of Pentacles. So these 5 cards here. And the week starts in a very good way. For what we can see here with the Lovers card. The Lovers card, aside from the love aspects of it, okay, the Lovers also points that you're going to start the week with a rather huge harmony in regards to what is going on around you. And usually this harmony that you are going to experience will be caused by the resolution of the issues that you are facing, meaning that if you do have issues career-wise, relationship-wise, friendship-wise, regardless, these issues just are going to start finding their way to resolution on their own accord, and that will, like I said, gonna make you feel quite harmonious with the stuff you do, with the things you are in, you know, with the people that you are interacting, etc., etc. Love-wise as well, the Lovers is a pretty good card, pointing that you are going to experience it in one or another way. The problem with the Lovers, especially when it comes to a newly found interactions, newly found relationships, it is that you are both not very compatible. That is because the Lovers does expresses the bondage in between the yin and yang. And as you can see in the yin and yang, these are two perfectly matching opposites. And the point of the Lovers is to make you one whole instead of same thing, same side of the coin, if I may say it that way. So prepare yourself to, how can I say, to experience another world. And that defines, are you going to experience the true love or not? Can you love somebody for what they are while they're not what you are? What needless to say, the start of the week, guys, is going to be great for you, and I would suggest you not to think very much about what kind of decisions you're gonna make when it comes to work, when it comes to as well relationship, when it comes to friendships, because neither of the choices there are going to be either good or bad with the Lovers. They are just going to be your choices, and you will have to how can I say, take the responsibility of them, but they all are going to suit you. And right after this harmonious time that you are going to be at the start of the week, we do have Judgment, and through the resolutions of these predicaments, you know, these issues that you may face, and even it could be a resolution of incapability to move forward with something. You may lack a resource, you may lack as well asset, you may lack, say, a confirmation. These things are going to come about at the start of the week, and that will make everything to make sense with the Judgment. Judgment is when, you know, you do have many pieces of a puzzle, that it is your overview, and you can't really fit them in previously, and now with the judgment they just snap their places, and everything starts to make sense. Judgment, it is when how can I say, the hub falls into the shaft. Judgment is the the moment when you are wobbling in between few options available, where neither of these options available is really ideal, and suddenly one appears, one option available stands amongst many, and that is your path to take. Judgment is the wake-up call where you will realize what you have to do, when to do it, and how to do it also. Judgment could be your big love, it could be your big job as well, it could be a big resolution of your worries, it could be a pregnancy also. It is just something that makes your life now foreseeable, and gives purpose, and as well, how can I say, it motivates you to move forward, because like I said, all makes sense. So if you have felt lost up until this point, you will find your way moving forward. And right after this moment, it is where the real results kick in with the Four of Wands, because the Four of Wands points that you will finalize those important cycles of developments in regards to career, in regards to relationship as well. And that will happen through you being very attentive to all the details out there. So that will point to a very good job done, and a very well job done, I'm sorry, and also a very, how can I say, a very complete experiences in regards to social interactions, in regards to relationships as well. The Four of Wands, it's the moment where the things are going in such a way with you that you almost want to celebrate how the results are developing. Four of Wands, guys, it's the moment where you will have to start thinking about the future, because from the Four of Wands moving forward moment, things are becoming more active, things are becoming more dynamic. It doesn't matter if that is about your job or it is about your relationship, they will become more dynamic. And that's, how can I say, that energy that releases from the Four of Wands moving forward, it is like opening up a new chapter that it is sitting or standing on the previous chapter of your life. And the previous chapter is well written, just make sure that you start writing the new one in an even better way, because you can. And that is pretty much shown here into the next card, which is the Three of Wands. And just hold on a second to see if the camera is still recording. Yeah, it is. Right, so with the Three of Wands, it's simply after these finalizations of cycles into your career or into your relationship, you will find yourself that in a place where the development of your enterprises is unfolding exactly the way you have anticipated, the way you have expected in general. And that will make you being sitting on very solid patterns, very well established foundations as well. And at that point, you will realize that you do have the capacity to conquer even bigger. And so at that point, you should start placing challenges in front of yourself, bigger projects than the projects you have worked by now, bigger experiences than the experiences you had by that point in terms of romance and in terms of relationships. For example, go for a person that you thought you never have a chance with, okay, or do something you never done before with your partner, that it is way bigger than, or rather like a bigger than the things you have done by now with your partner. Try to get yourself into a bigger social circle as well. These things, these challenges that you need to set in front of yourself, they will help you grow, they will help you conquer a new horizons, they will help you pretty much become simply better. And if you feel insecure and uncertain, You shouldn't, because with the Three of Wands, like I said, you do have a rather very solid patterns and stable foundations, which means that you have done your job very, very well, regardless if it is a emotional work or it is a how can I say, performance into your career. And the last three cards that we do have, it is just the testament. All that I have to say with these cards is that you have done a great job by now, okay? Finding a partner for you to be with, satisfying your current partner, for example, or doing your job, or trying to find a job. You have done a great work, and that work is going to produce its results. But you should not stop there, because you can go for so much more after that. And the Three of Wands asks you to challenge yourself for it, because the opportunities for you, or rather like the resolutions, are stopping here. And from here moving forward, you alone have to push yourself to the outer limits, and even beyond the outer limits that you may think you have. And at that point, you will realize how strong you are actually, not on your own accord. You may fit in teams, but the thing with the Three of Wands, it is that your strength will stay with you. People can take away your job. People can take away, for example, I don't know, your love even. And I'm sorry that I'm giving that example, but you, my friends, I mean, you have something special, and nobody can take it away from you. And this special thing you have, this special astute sense for business, for example, or special way to give love into the world, that should be expanded upon, and you need to find a way to do it through challenging yourself into stepping toward a bigger conquests. And the week for you ends here with the Five of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles, it is when you feel very insecure, or rather like not very, but insecure of how things are going to develop. That is because a new set of predicaments are starting to settle in. With the Five of Pentacles, this set of predicaments, it is not very overwhelming, in a sense of that the predicaments or the problems are not big problems. I mean, you can resolve them with ease. The problem with the Five of Pentacles is that they are at all fronts. Just for some kind of a coincidence, for example, you may have a few small problems into your career, and as well a few small problems into your relationship, and it is there everywhere, left, right, and center, that may make you feel uncertain about both things. And at that point, what will be very important for you, Aries, is to maintain your mental strength, your determination, not to fall into panic or emotional distortion. And it's pretty much your clear-headed mind. It is what is going to keep up, it is what is going to make you keep up moving forward and resolve the problems that may appear. Five of Pentacles, while people are, or rather like books as well, are interpreting it as a loss of money, poverty, and so on and so forth, that it is very, how can I say it, drastic interpretation. Yeah, you may experience some problems with the money, but that doesn't mean that you will not gonna have money. Maybe you want to buy a house, and you do find, a good house for yourself, but you don't have enough money to buy it, and that make you feel uncomfortable, uncertain, about your future home, because you have set a bar, and now you don't have the money to reach that bar, and that makes you feel not just only uncomfortable, but insecure that you will ever find a good home. You will. It is just, you have to focus on it, instead of allowing these negative emotions to overflow you, and eventually you may settle yourself into panic. So just to summarize all that, Aries, the week is amazing for you guys. Straight away from the start, you are going to experience a lot of harmony with what is going on around you, and also you will have to make some decisions, which either of them is going to how can I say, work for you. So this week you literally guys cannot make the wrong choice whatsoever. Even if that happens by some kind of a miracle, the judgment is going to bounce you back where you will find the right option, of the only option available for you that makes sense and that is going to propel you forward, which will lead to a very important accomplishments, achievements that happens to be the finalizations of important cycles into your life. And from there, it is time for you to push even further by challenging yourself on your own accord, consciously deciding what you're going to pick up for your next achievement. So that being said, that was your weekly general tarot reading. Hopefully you do enjoyed it and you do liked it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.